Ahem. Take your sweet time finishing the freaking music. Whoop! Hey, welcome to the Northern Lion Live. It's Thursday, my dudes show. The Thursday, December 19th, 2019 edition. I, as always, am Northern Lion. Today, hold on. We're gonna hit this scene transition button faster than ever before. We're gonna play some Hades from Supergiant Games. We're gonna play some Forza. I don't know. It might be a 2-part docket. It might be a 3-part docket. I got other stuff to play, potentially. But I also like both of these games, like, a lot. And thank you, Mouth, for the raid. Much appreciated. For now... So we're only on day 2 of the Hades series on YouTube.
Ugh, blasted ghost minotaur.
On day 3... You're going to hear me say this is the last episode. That's not true. I recorded 3 more yesterday. But to keep the sanctity of the YouTube series going, I am not going to spend any of our resources. We're just going to kind of get started. We could play some Crewmit's Tale today. We could play some Demon Crawl today. I think there are many options. Hold on. Strike. Nova Smash. Alright, I'm ready to move on.
Again.
Replace Isaac with Hades? I will not. Every album needs some slow songs.
Whether alive or dead.
They can't all be hits. Name an album that's all hits. It doesn't exist. I have learned how to play this game, by the way. To some extent. I actually know where we're going. Cast damages foes, knocks them away. Dash damages foes, knocks them away. I'm going to take the call because the call makes us impervious, which strikes me as being incredibly useful here. What about a greatest hits album? Here's the thing. Even a greatest hits album is not all bangers, because not all hits are created equal. You know, even when I listen to the very best of Hall & Oates, there's some songs on it that, like, they were probably the best on their original album. But listening to them in the context of a greatest hits album, I'm like, these are not the greatest of the greatest hits. These are merely hits. Counterpoint to Pimp a Butterfly. Look. Let's take Athena's Boon. It's an incredible album, but not every song on it is a banger. So, like, every song on it serves a purpose and is important. But not every single one is like, oh, you gotta hear this. You know what I mean? I was gonna say there's songs on that album I wouldn't show my parents, but that's probably true. That's probably irrelevant, but true nonetheless. Okay, your attack is stronger and can deflect. Your dash deals damage and can deflect. After you take damage nearby foes and briefly deflect. Hold on, did I not change my game name on Twitch? Are you telling me? It does still say we're playing GTFO. I apologize. That may happen at some point in the future. Give me a deflecting dash. That sounds cool. And give me some more gems so we can renovate our homestead. These Walls is a great song. Help, let me out. But every time, like, there was a year where I only listened to Pimp a Butterfly and listened to no other music. And now every time I hear If These Walls Could Talk, all I hear in my head is, If These Swamps Could Talk, Shrek. Gemstones. Gemstones. Okay, pomegranate is a boon upgrade.
Guess I get a break.
Dash does more damage. Call does more damage. Give me call does more damage, please. And I don't want to go to a shop yet, because we don't have very much money. Give me a dash build. I don't care if my dash does damage. I exclusively care about it actually deflecting, which seems super useful on the first boss. And possibly on Theseus as well, if I could ever get back there. No, to be honest, I genuinely don't believe there's any album out there that is exclusively good songs. Doesn't have a single bad, like, skippable song. Because I'll give you my honest reasoning, okay? I feel like, if the album is so good, then the problem that it creates is that all the songs are going to be so good that the lesser great songs that would otherwise still be good seem worse by comparison. What about Close to the Edge? Alright, you have found the counterpoint. Close to the Edge, the only album I'm aware of with no bad songs. The reason it works is because it only has 3 songs on it. It's almost not fair. If you cut your album in 3 songs, you can make it work. Your special causes a lightning bolt to strike nearby foes. Yeah, we're going to take that over anything that requires us to take damage.
Thunder time.
I don't think it's particularly useful with our Y ability here, but... What about moving pictures? I skip a couple of songs on moving pictures. To be honest. I like, whatever the witch song is. There's Vital Signs, and then there's one that's called, like, Witch something. It's not a bad song, but I've heard it so much that I'm just not invested anymore, you know? Witch Hunt, that's it. Dude, I'm taking way too much damage here. I'm embarrassed. I'm not used to having to be this up close and personal. One of the songs on Close to the Edge is 18 minutes long, Resident Sleeper. Send me. It doesn't matter that it's 18 minutes long, because it's the best 18 minutes in prog rock history, so... For your next 4 chambers, chamber rewards are hidden. Afterwards, your dash does extra damage. For your next 4 encounters, you face 56% more foes. Yikes. Let's go. Every time you special, you take 4 damage, but then your boons have a chance to be better. And I think... Give me a Daedalus Hammer here. I want to upgrade our basic abilities.
More louds.
So, we cannot press the Y button without taking damage. So just be smart and attack one at a time. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Look, you can get yourself out of this situation. Not to mention we have Death Defy anyway. Use your cast, you genius. I've tunnel visioned. Thank you. Our cast is not really super slick yet. Still a little uh-oh stinky, but we're working on it. That was not wise. It does give us some range. I can't deny that. Shield is the best weapon. Look, I'll tell you straight up. Your attack fires a wave. Your dash attack hits twice. Your thrust does 200% damage and has a plus 40% critical chance. Yes. Shield has been very good for me. Spear has been very good for me. Bow has been very good for me. Sword has been garbaged here. So that's why I kind of wanted to do a sword run. In the hopes that perhaps I could learn something. Maybe yes, maybe no. But I've been talking about it like incessantly in the YouTube videos for Hades that you are not privy to yet. The first couple of runs of Hades, I was like having a decent time. Once you actually like figure out what you're doing in the game, it opens up so much more. Once you're like, oh, you know, all rooms that are not boons are not created equal. You know, you need some in some situations, you don't need others in other situations. It gets a lot better. I'm just hoping we can survive for now. No, don't hit me, dude. Please take me to an HP room once we finish this.
Colorful.
Those are not HP. Even all boons are not created equal. I have learned that as well. If you're feeling sinister is all 10s out of 10s. Yo, but there's 10 out of 10 inflation, though, when you do that. I agree, if you're feeling sinister is a great album, but I don't know. You know, because, you know, Lucy and the Dream of Horses is so good, it makes Fox in the Snow a little bit worse. I'm just saying. Judy, right, not Lucy. My mistake. Whatever, it's been a while.
Stay dead.
Dame Judi Dench, also known as, she's not supposed to press that button yet. Also known as one of the stars of the upcoming film Cats. I need to buy some HP. You do have HP for sale. Thank you very much. Because now we're fighting the boss. Can I use...
Hi there.
This is a new version of this boss, by the way. I actually think we will probably die to this boss.
You must be one of. I get the feeling.
With this little HP, I think I'm toasted. Yeah, I can't even use my special. Yikes.
She's psyching out.
Okay. She's psyching up! What does that mean? Cats is gonna be good. Don't at me. Uh-oh. Who wants to tell them? Run! Okay, we're almost certainly toasted. It's alright. Death Defied had to be used. The problem is... I can't use my right-click ability. Or not right-click, sorry. I can't use my Y button ability. And the only thing I have that does considerable damage is... Yo, that looks really, really neat. The only thing I have that does damage is the third hit in my 3-hit combo. We've set ourselves up for disappointment. Honestly, just yeet me. Let me have a good run after this.
Satisfied? I am.
That hurts. That hurts.
Oh, that wasn't very kind of her, was it?
So I've learned a valuable lesson, which is never, ever use the sword. Because it stinks and sucks really badly.
About time you showed up.
Let's use the shield.
Pretty scary.
The shield is really good.
Calm down, Skip.
Just using some channel points, don't mind me. Please, by all means, that's why I made the emote modification price so cheap. It's there for a reason. Daedalus Hammer. Your special can strike up to 6 additional foes before returning. Yes, please. Captain America build. Got him. hello. I hope you have a blessed Thursday stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. I had kind of a frustrating morning because, you know, I want to play more stuff for Northern Lion Tries. However, I had the very bad idea of starting that series, you know, the same month that the Steam's winter sale started, and also it's December, so nobody's coming out with any games. So it's been slim pickings so far lately. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. Anytime you cast, take less. You take damage, sorry. But boons have a better chance to be rare. Any other way out here? So no cast, but you can use your throw. Yeah, much better than our last setup. Good time to catch up on missed bangers. It's true, but I don't think I've missed that many bangers. I probably should check out like Ratropolis, and like Demon Crawl came out of nowhere for me and was really cool. And you know, the deck builder we played today, same exact situation. Never had heard of it before in my entire life, but is very compelling. No, Disco Elysium is not the kind of game that you don't need a Northern Lion Tries for it, because you already know is good. Like, what do you want to watch the video just to be like, he also likes this good game that came out 3 months ago? That's not the kind of content I wanna make. You can save that for Judge Mathis in 10 years. Okay, thanks for the max HP. I don't think it's worth it because these only last for a few encounters right now. We're a little light on capital. Gems or upgrades, we'll go straight for gems. I have indeed seen the trailer for the Christopher Nolan film Tenet. And it makes me very excited to see the sequel starring Hannibal Buress called Landlord. Sorry, that joke's been in my head all afternoon. I needed to find a way to get it out. I know it's not Tenant, it's Tenet, but you know, it's similar enough. Oh, dude, absolutely give me Ares. Ares has, like, the best boons, I think. Pretty good joke. Thank you, thank you. Please explain the joke. So the new Christopher Nolan film is called Tenet. Hannibal Buress last month made some tweets about being a landlord, which was not a very popular position for him to put himself in. Careful. You know what? Why do I attack when I could just throw? So that's the joke. The joke is at Hannibal Buress' expense, referencing recent events. Artemis and Athena are the best. I am very thankful to hear about this meta information. Because personally, I've been like, Ares rules, and Athena rules, Poseidon's okay, and I thought Artemis was kind of garbage. Your attack inflicts doom is so good. Now when you hit an enemy, including with Bull Rush, you do like disgusting damage to them after the fact as well. It's a doom run. Dude, just being real, I know there was a time earlier this year where I was into Escape from Tarkov. I wish I liked that game more now. But I just... Malf, if you're here, I don't mean this to be disrespectful to you, okay? But like, I just derive no joy from it anymore. Instant HP, please. Sure, let's do it. Like, honestly, I know it was the Team Unity Tuesday Team Kill of the Year. But honestly, I think I owe Dan a debt of gratitude for shooting me in the head. And actually, like, he didn't just kill my run. He killed, like, my desire to play the game. And I think that that was actually an incredible blessing. I think that ended up being the best thing that could have possibly happened. It like woke me up from my Tarkov days. It also got big on TikTok. Yeah, we both got something out of it.
Worthless wretches.
Better Doom? I will absolutely take it. HP still a little wonky, so take me to the HP room, please. So let's not play it for Unity because I don't want to bail. I don't want you to bail on it after one session. Look. I think you gotta have a little bit of understanding. It's kind of phrased in a way that's negative to me. If you watch the Team Unity post-show clip show, look at how many of those clips were me getting killed by other people in Tarkov before you start inviting that evil into my life. You would find yourself in the same boat. There were two. There were two. I will say though, I actually think the best. Give me a free blessing, please. I actually think the best clip, the best team kill, I should say, was Richard killing Austin, because Austin in the clip does literally everything right. And he's like, Richard, I see you. I'm coming up behind you. I'm about 10 meters behind you right now. Be careful. Richard, I'm coming up on you right now. And as Richard turns, he even anticipates it. He goes like, Richard, that's me. And then he just opens fire on him. And as he's dying, he's immediately, like, self-righteously going like, I said everything perfectly the whole time, and it's really good. I think that's a good clip because Austin had a better sense of humor about getting killed than I did in any of my clips. And the Scotch laugh, of course, the blessed Scotch laugh. Sorry, Apollo. My mistake. It's gonna take some time. We're in the middle of the ride.
Who else?
Who else? Exactly.
Phew.
I will take another blessing, please. Another boon, I should say. Okay, we got the boss fight again.
He's offering an exchange.
I think we want Dash has knockback, but I was really hoping to get Poseidon's call.
I'm back.
Either way.
You're no.
You seem to have me.
You didn't even take the legendary. I like having Doom on my ability bar. What can I say?
She's getting mad.
I'm like, do I hit you during rage or what happens here? I don't know. It's new to me. Okay, hold on. Don't be a fool. Use your bull rush a little bit more frequently. Like that? I love that. Just keep your shield up like all the time. Oh! Get away from me, you weirdo. Keep your shield up all the time. It's going much better. Come on, come get a taste. They have opted to not get a taste. Perma-raged? Oh no, it's the Star Wars community! Yo, can you give me a window? Yo, we're so close, though. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Finally, we made a little progress on that one.
Very much.
I like that the first floor bosses, at first I was like, oh, fighting the same one over and over, once you get good at it, like,
How many times?
it's kind of boring. Then when they brought a second boss out for the first phase, I was like, oh shit. I gotta learn something new. No, I don't want any of these. I'm ready to go.
Up we go then.
Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, we were talking about Tarkov? I mean, I'm with you. Like, I don't want to play Tarkov on Team Unity Tuesday either. But it does put me in a position where, like, I actually appreciate you saying, just say how you feel. Because, like, you don't want to be the guy who's, like, 3 people are obviously into it, and then the 4th person is like, I don't really like it that much. Like, I got no problem playing Tarkov and, you know, putting on a happy face. But I do agree, if we could find something different, it would be better for us. Especially, like, I don't know. I don't want to go back to the well. Like, we just played Tarkov in, like, May. Also, with all due respect to Dan, I'm always hesitant to play Dan's suggestions just a little bit more compared to anybody else in Team Unity. We definitely want more Doom damage. Because if you play his suggestion and it works out, he uses it against you forever. Like, to get us to play World of Warcraft, he leaned on the fact, he was like, I brought up Tarkov and that went well. And I was like, first off, that's a fallacious argument. Secondly, did it though? Did it though? Is he though? So here's the thing. If you're not familiar, if you're watching Hades and you're like, what the heck's happening? Don't put yourself in the lava, please. First off, you're in for a treat. It's an extremely good game. Secondly, you're in for a treat because we got like the best possible upgrade for our weapon, I think. Every time we hit, it puts a stack of damage over time onto an enemy. And when they stack up over and over, it's just like, you can do disgusting damage insanely fast, basically. Yeah, let's do it. We could use 2 boons, honestly. Shop is there. I want to get a blessing from Ares, please. Your special also inflicts Doom? No, I think we want all bonus Doom damage. Although to get this and then this would be sick, but I think just getting a passive is probably better for us here. Poseidon grew displeased. Alright, get over it, Jason Momoa. You're not wrong. I am an S word for Ares. Look, all of the effects are like do damage. You gotta remember, I'm coming at this from an Isaac context. Hey, let me out. By the way, if you haven't noticed, like, this is where I started to get, like, really impressed with Hades. So we angered Poseidon. All of these enemies that are spawning have the Poseidon effect, which is, like, super knockback and, you know, the water visual effect. There's such an incredible attention to detail that I had previously not noticed at first. So, like, if we had angered Ares instead, I'm sure that there probably would have been Doom on some of the enemies. Just very neat and very nifty. Let me out, please. I regret everything. Doesn't Hades have 200 useless consumables? I don't think so. I mean, what are the useless consumables in your eyes? Where are the retrovision pills? Yeah, where's the something's wrong pill? I don't know how to contextualize the game. Oh, you were making a joke about Isaac. Your cast does more damage and knocks enemies away. Your special does more damage and knocks foes away. I'm taking that because we already have... And let's do this too. I'm taking that because I already have the special bouncing. So it seems like a good soft synergy. But honestly, like, Doom is just... is so good. In any great run I've had on YouTube, Doom has helped out a great deal. Dustin. Hello? My one remaining foe? Where are you? I would like to gain as much HP as possible, please. 45? I can live with that. And dude, you know where I'm going. My great runs all have crit. I will say, another run that, like, expanded my mind was, I had, like... Okay, now this is the wrong room to talk about this because I should probably focus a little bit more. But I had, like, high crit chance abilities, and then when you crit, mark a nearby foe, which gives you a better crit chance on the foe that's marked. So I was just, like, constantly critting, and I had, like, an AoE attack, so, you know, my extra crit chance critted all the time. And I was like, this game's got more going on under the hood than you might have originally anticipated. I thought you hated Artemis. Well, I did because it required me to use, like, way more of my brain than I expected to have to use.
Don't let it go to your head.
It was a hard run to pilot, but it was fun when it worked. I think... I mean, this is pretty good, but I think we want to have a call that gives us some invincibility.
More bloodless.
How long did it take for you to get used to how your voice sounds on camera? The honest answer is just kind of boring. It probably took like a year. You know? People say like you never get used to the sound of your own voice. You get used to the sound of your own voice. I think. I did at least. It just takes a while. I do cringe a little bit at older videos, though. When I, like, had a put-upon voice for recording. This is more of my natural voice, which I think leads to it being less cringeworthy. Yeah, plus, the other thing is I never watch my own videos, so... it's a lot less to worry about. In that regard. Can you guys just chill out with the incredible spam here? Not in chat. You guys are free to do whatever you please. Don't worry, I watch them for you. What a wholesome comment. Thank you.
Okay.
Are we on... okay, hold on. There's a shop. I would like to instantly restore some HP. Thank you. And then apart from that, I would like to leave. And we could use a dash bonus. But I think we're better off just getting a... like a blessing. And saving the dash for later.
Must be Eurydice. Something smells good.
Say, tell me something there, Your Royal Majesty.
Of course I know of it.
Your mates, huh?
I just picked one by
No
accident.
problem.
It's alright, our attack got better. I was mashing the button to get through the fake lore. I'm sorry. Okay, we got cash. Give me the pomegranate first. Oh, we do have a dash already, my mistake. We need a cast. I will take bonus doom damage. And I will take Zeus giving me a cast that shoots chain lightning, please. Your cast is a burst of chain lightning. Although I do think faster God Gauge is really good as well.
My hair sticking up.
Alright, is Bone Hydra? Hello?
Don't you have something
You
to say
stinky
to me?
Bone Hydra? So you want to get in there against this guy. Shouldn't be a problem. You just want to smack him a bunch so that you get those doom stacks. And maybe, like, don't spend your whole life in the lava. But, like, the doom stacks, even though the shield's basic attack is kind of underwhelming sometimes, stacking up this doom is going to send him into the freaking Shadow Realm. As you can see. Alright, alright. Fair enough, fair enough. Doom doesn't stack? Whatever. It still does a lot of damage. You can just get in there and hit him once then. You know, that's helpful. That's helpful info, thank you. Give me my cast, please. So you can give him a one-timer, back away. Give him a one-timer, back away. It's the Alexander Ovechkin school of hockey. You're done. Break the wrist, walk away. Precisely correct. We're losing HP, but we're losing very little because they're using like little baby abilities that don't matter. And I'm not a little baby, I'm a big strong son of a god. I do have to say, we could really use a bonus amount of special damage because our special is pretty underwhelming right now. It does, oh, can I have my cast back, please? I'm a man, I'm 40. Precisely correct. Although I'm not 40, I'm 31. The green pots on the sides have heals in them? Well, that is information that certainly would have been useful many times throughout this boss fight. Hey, chat, all I'm saying is if you say 31 is basically 40, then if you're 21, you're basically 12. So, you know, have your pick. You want to be held to that same standard? Yeah, that sounds cool. All right. Okay, Zoomer. Okay. Send these guys into the Shadow Realm. It was less of a Shadow Realm attempt than I was hoping for, but that's okay. Really, the reason I take that call is for the invincibility more than anything else. Joke's on you, old man. I have a statistically better chance of living to the singularity. This guy's operating under the fallacy that lifespans will always go up without recognizing that the relatively robust economic times our parents' generation lived in will probably correlate with a higher than average lifespan as compared to their children. Given to the astronomical levels of mental illness and stress levels amongst millennials and younger age people. Put that in your singularity pipe and smoke it. Got him. Got me, do me next.
Got you. The underworld's power.
Alright. That boss, easy money.
Go no further, boy. I'm warning you.
No, I don't want to give up any boons yet. Unless there's something... Oh, we got no cash. I'm good to go. You left a sandwich behind? Excuse me? What? We don't need a freaking sandwich. We got 205, out of 205 HP. No cash, no hope, no jobs, etc., etc.
That's what the outside world is like.
Yeah, you guys ever get Phantom mustard? I had a sandwich with mustard on it for lunch, and now I, like, every 10 minutes, I just get, like, this really strong smell of mustard, but there's no mustard on my face, I think. So I'm like, where the heck is that mustard smell coming from? No, the sandwich had mustard. It's not like, it's not a stroke. It's not coming out of nowhere.
You're dead.
Oh, I hate this freaking butterfly lord. He spawns butterflies and doesn't afraid of anything, unfortunately. How's your left arm? Is that that's a stroke thing, right? I was like, it's pretty good. Seems like kind of an irrelevant question when I'm over here talking about mustard, but... Okay. Bull Rush not actually forcing us to move and instead just shooting a projectile is extremely good. It's a heart attack thing, but it's also a stroke thing, though. Also, this allows us to do Doom from afar, which is just amazing, as you can see. The stroke thing is like, can you raise both arms over your head? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. My delts are pretty sore. I don't think that's my brain's fault, though. Maybe you sharded and you're smelling it in your pants. Okay, maybe. Maybe. I don't want to go to the Chaos Gate, because I'm not willing to...
What's for sale?
Have any negatives for now. I want exclusively positives, because the game's getting a little touchy.
I hear something.
Death approaches? This is new.
Thought you could just get away from me, did you?
Thanatos.
Thanos!
Time before Father said.
Zagreus. Is that really why you think
Let's see how many of these wretches you can kill before I send them to the lowest depths where you belong yourself. Where did it bring you? Back to me. Oh, it's a race. You did 9 out of 9,000 damage to him. How am I supposed to compete with that? Please, get doomed, dude. How we doing here? I am winning. Go, get in there, get in there! Please remove... Thank you. Where we at? 7 to 8. Get him, get him, you know that's mine! I don't know what happens if we lose, so I'm very afraid. Doom him! Doom him! No, you missed! Doom him! 10-11. My man is really stealing my kills, just for the record. Okay, you're gonna get that one. There's nothing much we can do about that. This guy's gotta go. That one's mine. It's gotta be mine. You got up on me by one, you son of a gun. In my defense, all these shielded enemies... Nope, that one's mine. 14-14. No, it's mine! Okay, we're actually doing a lot better. He's gonna get that. I think we tied? We tied. That was tough. Lost a lot of HP in the process, too. Hey! Thank you!
Keep me going for a bit.
It's not all bad.
Without so much as telling me.
I left when it was.
Yeah, Doom gets hard counter by death. It's not fair. You know what? Prophecy fulfilled, apparently. Let me get another. Oh, there was a trove, dude!
You have met the champion, the king. Let us see if you are fit to face him once again.
I don't really want to fight the Minotaur as a mini-boss, but okay.
Life is important.
It's alright. With Doom, I actually think he might not be that bad. So if you've never seen this guy before, use your shield, and also try to get him to ram into statues when he chases you down. He's actually getting bodied pretty hard. He is predictable, don't get me wrong. But he's less predictable when he has another dude working with him. Look, you don't have to tell me that the shield is good, okay? I am very familiar with it. Does he still get God's favor halfway through, too? We're about to find out. Why would you stop? It looks like he might. Careful. He might be rushing you. Excuse me. He got behind my shield. He's a lot easier than he used to be. Oh, I'm so dumb. That's crazy to me. Because, like, just being honest, I have never lost to the Bone Hydra. Okay. But I have, like, gotten my ass beat on Theseus and the Minotaur. Many, many, many times.
If I beat the Bull of Minos. Hello, Lord Ares.
Hello, Ares. Please be nice. Buff my special. Buff it twice. Plus 0.4 seconds. I like, after slaying a foe, deal more damage.
It's me or them.
Are we going straight into the fight, too? No, no, no. We have a few more rooms. End pulls foes in. Look, I didn't look at that part, okay? Hydra was the final boss when I played. Are Theseus and the Minotaur, are they the final boss in the current stage of the game? No. There's more?
I think you can stop me.
I was like, well, at least when I beat these guys, that's probably like the end of the game in current early access. Yo, those are some long runs then. It's the final halfway boss, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna be honest, without being rude, it doesn't. What is the final halfway boss? How does that differ from the boss that's halfway? It's the final boss in the middle? Why are you saying it like that, though?
Hi there.
It's not the final boss of halfway. It's just the halfway boss. It's the boss you fight halfway through the game. What is this half the final boss of the first half? It's the penultimate boss? That doesn't make sense either, because penultimate means second last. Something's fucky here. Go ahead. Shoot, coward. You're only gonna miss him, man. Once you kill it, you enter the second half of the game, which is markedly different from the first half. Okay. It all comes clear now. Which would be a real cause for, like, medical concern, I suppose, if you came clear. But, or maybe not, I don't know. I'm not a urologist. Or am I? Wouldn't that be sick if it turned out this whole time I was actually a medical professional just masquerading as an idiot? How cool would that be? Unfortunately, not the case. I would like to purchase some HP, please. Thank you. I will also purchase an Infernal Trove spawning where possible. I could see you as an astrologist. Low-key, one of the most insulting things that's ever been said in my chat. If it was intended to be insulting, you're a master. A master of malevolence. Don't give me the opportunity to sell my boons. Give me the opportunity to get more. Because I'm having a moment right now. Things are a little tough. Maybe if you actually used your long-range Doom damage dealer, you'd be much happier. Yeah. Very sensible. Just to be honest, I think the Minotaur fighting that boss instead of Butterfly Room threw me for a loop. Let's get back. Let's get back to normalcy. Chain Lightning bounces 6 more times. Honestly, I think the God Gauge is more valuable, but how do you say no to an epic, right? Give me some HP. So we do respawn one time. If we die, we respawn with 50% HP. But we'd really rather not use that before it's relevant. I'm learning, though. The really smart way to approach this is just to use your long-distance Doom attack. Inflict Doom on multiple enemies simultaneously. And you're good. Isn't it relevant whenever it's used? No, because you could, you know, it's like having a financial emergency fund, right? Isn't any time you use it by definition an emergency? Yeah, but some emergencies are like self-created, you know? Oh, I accidentally gambled away my rent check. Now I gotta use my emergency funds. That's what I'm saying. I'm laundering it through the idea that, you know, we should play well right now so we don't have to use it until we're up against enemies with whom I'm a little bit less familiar. And as a result, I have more of an excuse for taking that damage. Don't respawn! Get out of here. I'm just mashing. We're just mashing, dude. HP. Where's my trove? Please tell me I didn't miss the trove, dude. Can't use that right now, unfortunately. We got enough money to go to a shop. Us plebs not in jail. It's a Thursday stream. The plebs only go to jail on Thursday streams when the subs say something that's not okay and I get frustrated.
Should come in useful.
Doom does more damage. What's happening? Sea Storm. It's a duo. Foes pushed back by your knockaway effects are also struck by lightning. Yo, but I don't think I have a knockback effect. That's insanely good. Is it better than 60% extra damage or 60% extra God gauge when you get hit? Your special has knockback. Okay, all right, I'll give it a try.
Let's make some waves.
We are fighting. We made it to the 3rd floor boss fight without using Death's Defiance. So that's impressive in and of itself. Now, yo, the Minotaur starts wounded. We might be able to make it happen. NL, who has more power? The "it's okay to like things" crowd, or the wait, shut up and let people like things, or shut up and let people not like things? Is that the question? Who in that group has more power? I can't answer that question. I don't know the relative power. Sorry, it does this sometimes. I don't know the relative power levels online. That was really bad. Let me answer your question by telling you something. I think they're both kind of annoying. Silencing valid criticism by saying shut up and let people like things is very annoying. I guess it's not possible for those people to not like anything ever, or you can only express positive opinions about media. Hold on. Stop asking me questions that get me riled up. What about shut up when I'm talking to you? Shut up when I'm talking to you! That's definitely the highest tier. Shut up! A wicka wicka woo. Shut up! A wicka wicka woo. It's definitely one of the best breaks in any song ever. Shield is not resin, and even if it was, sometimes resin is relevant. Oh, baby. Did you see that ludicrous display last night? Malv, I know you're making a joke about Arsenal, which you have called Manchester, hilariously, but regardless, I don't want to talk about sports anymore, because the Canucks are 1 win ahead of their last season's point total right now, which was horrible. They've hit real stinky levels. That was a horrible turn of events for us. PD needs to step it up. Honestly, look, I know nothing about like coaching hockey. Obviously. But I'm thinking my personal take is that it would benefit the Canucks. No. Let's go! To not rely so much on dump and chase when you have a young, fast team capable of making zone entrances themselves. Come on. Aphrodite, you're being a real piece of work about this one. Like, I didn't think it would be possible. If you had told me coming into this season that there would be, like, calls for Travis Green to be fired, I would have been like, I don't see it. Now I'm like, oh, I see it. You have, like, some of the most exciting young players in the NHL right now. We did it! And you're choosing to have them dump and chase? Are you insane?
Can't seem to open it.
Battled out of Elysium with this Shield of Chaos. It's the first time I've ever done it. It did require a little cheese.
You really think you can get out of here?
Yes, restore my HP, please. Alright, this is all new. This is new to me.
Cheers.
Careful, this floor does a lot of damage if you don't pay attention. Alright, alright. So what you do is you stand back and just fire Bull Rush. Excuse me, Cerberus, I've given you so many gifts.
This boy. No, but
After a moment's hesitation and deliberation,
Yo, let's go. We don't have to fight our own dog.
I just need to head off the beaten path here and see.
He is still blocking this way, though. Ooh! Let's go for a pomegranate upgrade, please. Rat floor. What are you doing? Is this resin? Perhaps. Do I care? Perhaps not. Brock's having a good year, playing solid, not looking as good as before, but yeah, I mean, I would agree. The thing is, I don't know. Honestly, people are like, stop talking about the Canucks, but no, I refuse. The top line is playing great. Even if they're not as flashy as they used to be, PD and Brock especially. Anytime, you know, Besser, Pedersen, and Miller are on the ice, I have hope that the Canucks can actually score a goal. And then, to be honest, like our fourth line, I'm also, whenever they're on the ice, I'm like, they got a chance too. It's really the two lines in the middle that do nothing. Cure. Oh, you cure my poison. Okay. It's the same in Edmonton. Yeah, but shut up. Like, McDavid and Draisaitl are like cheat codes. And aren't you guys like still in first in the division? Like, just enjoy it. Cure me, please. Cure me. I'd like cure me from the waters of Lake Minnetonka. That could have been worse.
The satyrs must be fashioning those things.
Like a better cast.
Better.
You relied too much on those waters. Hear me out here. This is the first time I've ever made it to this floor. So,
Hope this can get me out of here.
I'm doing my best.
Got to keep searching.
Let's go HP next.
Let's see what's in here.
I was a Chicago bandwagon fan when they won the cup. Are they still any good? They're not very good, but Patrick Kane is, like, extremely good.
I'll take it.
Yeah, give me some of that. Patrick Undertaker is better. Actually, I have it on good authority that water sucks and Gatorade is better. can't believe they made a whole Adam Sandler movie about a guy who just loves water a lot.
That's the most gigantic vermin I've ever seen.
Such a strange concept for a film, right? This is Adam Sandler. He lives with his mom, Academy Award winner Kathy Bates, in rural Louisiana. And here's this thing. Look, he's a simple guy. Doesn't have a fancy education or anything like that. He just loves two things: football and the delicious taste of H2O. Please cure me. Thank you. It's a better concept than Isaac. Pump the brakes. That shows a national treasure. We've lived.
Ugh, those things. Can't give up yet.
I lived, bitch. How can you hate water when it keeps you alive? I don't hate water. I love water, but it's not my defining characteristic for like a movie. I don't know. NL, did you watch Don't F with Cats yet? No, so to be honest, I watch any true crime documentary. I'm pulling the veil back on this one, by the way. I'll watch any true crime documentary, but I watched the trailer for that, and it implies that there's like... I'm not saying they show a bad video, but they imply the existence of like a really, really heinous video. And it just kind of like turned me off when I watched the trailer. I was like, I don't want to see this. It made me, just watching the trailer made me uncomfortable. And like everybody's got their own triggers for stuff like that for sure. I guess that's one for me where I was like, I don't want to watch that. For whatever reason, like, you know, if they talk about like people getting chopped up or whatever, I'm like, whatever, dude. That's human existence. It sucks, but that's what it is. When they talk about like, you know, animal abuse on video, I'm like, ugh, it's not for me, I think. Like I wouldn't say I was shaken, but even just after watching the trailer for it, like I felt bad and I like turned it off. I was like, this will not enrich my life to watch this. Slightly stirred. I was slightly stirred, it's true. Hey, 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 hey. Not you again. Two at the same time? It's just, you know, I've tried to figure out what it is. And I think it's just that, like, you know, when, like, a human being is, like, murdered or something like that, don't get me wrong, it's bad. Oh, I'm dead unless I find a cure portal. But, like, at least, like, the human, like, understands, if that makes sense. I'm not saying they deserve it. It's just like there's some level of intelligence where you're like, you know what's happening. If they're an adult, at least. But then, like, if an animal's getting abused, I'm like, it didn't do anything. It's just, it's like a inanimate object. I don't mean it like that, but I mean it like, you know. That came across the opposite of how I wanted to come across. It's like it's an innocent creature that you haven't, that you're abusing for your own personal pleasure. One of my first crushes was Fairuza Balk in Waterboy. Oh, you mean Vicky Valancourt? Anyway, let's pivot to Forza. So abused humans deserve it. I just want you to know this is why like people hate the internet. No matter how many times you matrushka what you're saying to contextualize it, and you're like, you know, true crime shows about humans I find, you know, not unpleasant necessarily, but anything with animal abuse really sets me off. They're like, oh, so you support human murder? Even though 2 seconds ago you said, obviously murder's not cool, even though you shouldn't have had to say murder's not cool because it's just one of those truths we hold to be self-evident. You're contributing to that, just for the record. Hold on, we're running some ads. You didn't answer the question. It's the classic question. You set someone up with a question with no right answer. Make sure to claim the free car from the Forza-thon shop. It's your car. Also, hey, it's probably going to start with like a Beck song. And not even one of the good ones. Okay, there you go. I turned the music down. We're going to play exclusively Eliminator, by the way. I'm not even suggesting we're even close to getting a win. But maybe. Maybe. You almost won in the last YouTube epi. I did. Then I hit Hadrian's wall. I just wish they would take the walls out of the game. It's that simple. Streamer mode on. The YouTube series was hype. Is it canceled? Yes. to be frank, yes. But you know, I've talked about it a little bit, but I'm trying to mix up that time slot as much as possible. It's not capturing on display capture. OBS, I hate you. I'll be back in just a moment.